Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And for all of you guys watching it live, the Cardano Phase is gonna end in about 40 minutes, which is the big launch that everybody has been waiting for. Here's also it's shown in a little bit of a different mark. Basically, we're really coming to the start of an entirely new era, which is rather peculiar because it's been going on for so freaking long. For all the people watching it kind of in hindsight, oh damn, right? What an event, what a amount of craziness. I've been checking Twitter and a couple of other YouTube videos here, and everybody right now is excited because, well, it's going to be the first time that Cardano has this much attention on one of their events. Let me say that differently. All right, Cardano has been around for years now, and they've always been, one of the most developed cryptos out there, or at least with the most interest from the developer community. But right now, this big change for full smart contract functionality, even though there's some criticism, this is gonna be a big day, guys. And let me know in the chat box, guys, where you're all watching from, real quick. Oh no, actually, you know what's smarter? Put in the chat box down below if you actually hold ADA, yes or no, because I can already guess a lot of you guys are just into XRP and don't like Cardano whatsoever, but I personally always think it is important to diversify, and well, Cardano is a good hodl of mine. I bought the majority of my crypto at about 2-3 cents maybe, so we got about 100 times gains on ADA in due time here. And as I've said before, there's right now a huge amount of interest in this crypto purely because of this crazy event, and since we're so close to the kind of the end date, I couldn't not give you guys an update on it, you know what I mean? So I'm just quickly sharing the link over on Twitter so people can join in too and maybe come say hi. I also got to share the link over in the alerts Telegram. There we go. For all of you that are not in that Telegram just quite yet, you might want to check it out. It is basically a Telegram I made to make sure that you guys get notifications, because on my channel, notifications are broken for some reason, partially because YouTube literally banned my channel just a little while ago. Okay, that's nice. Cancel. Partially because YouTube blocked my entire channel a little while ago. That basically made it so it's a little bit more difficult to find me nowadays. All my comments, for example, got deleted and a lot of stuff is gone. But that channel, again, is basically there just to make sure that everybody that wants to find my videos has a chance to. You don't have to join. It's just for the people that want to. All right, let me quickly share it in that Telegram as well, like I said. All right, there we go. And let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, I shared it in there. Oh, somebody says link. All right, let me share the link. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, there we go. Oh, so straight to the bat here. LTNB says, would now be a great chance to margin ADA. So I actually want to talk about that one in a kind of a negative light. Because even though I am extremely bullish on ADA, as I've said before, guys, many people are buying the rumors, selling the news, and trading it right now is basically buying a lottery ticket. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if people are going to get excited or really just dump it to the core. I believe over the last couple of hours, the price hasn't been doing too good. We can actually quickly check that out before going over into all that is happening and all the news. We can quickly go over the ADA price here and what's been happening. Let's see where ADA is in this list. Here we go, ADA to USD. So it has gone down about minus 5% or about 14 cents or so. Now, actually, to be honest with you, ADA is just falling with the market. It's really not falling too much on its own. You might say it's a double top, not even, right? It most likely was just trending to its previous top to make, kind of a double top before it got taken down by Bitcoin, which I'm still assuming is the leading factor of the current downfall that we are witnessing, which is not too bad though, guys. Bitcoin is about 2% down on the hourly, ADA about 4.5%, but it's hard to say whether or not ADA would have actually gone down right now had it not been for Bitcoin's negative narrative. That ADA is going down more than the rest is sure. We can all watch that. But yeah, I mean, ADA has also been a good performing for a very good while. Like, for example, AVAX was one of the best performers yesterday. So was Algorand, has just been performing really crazy. So from that perspective, are they really doing that bad? Solana, for example, is in kind of the same position right now. It is definitely kind of difficult to say. But all right, let's get on with the story, guys. Let's get on. Dusty, they fear me, bro. Really bad. It's the words, brothers. It, man. They block y'all from learning y'all free information. I give goodbye holds. I have no idea what you're saying, my friend. All right, let's check it out. So, with the Alonzo hard fork on its way, where is Cardano headed right now? Let's see if we can get some valuable information from that. So, again, this is TA. You might like it, you might not like it. There's a little bit of fundamental analysis in there too. And the reason I'm not doing this myself is purely so we can look at this and then react to what they're saying. We can give our own thoughts and ideas, but I do that every single day on this channel. You guys all know my thoughts. Longer term ADA is fire. Last couple of hours, you don't mess around with it. That's my own opinion. Because usually people buy the rumor, sell the news. Let's see what these guys are saying. I've already read it. Y'all can't read the chats? Charts, okay. Cardano is currently hours away from its highly anticipated, well, only about 30 minutes, hard fork. According to the recent announcement, the hard fork is expected to commence on September 12th, Sunday at approximately 21:45, which is once more is in about 30 minutes. A few weeks back, such an update would have played right into ADA's hand to breach another key milestone in the charts, but since the beginning of September, there's been a period of collective correction in the industry. Now, market speculation is expecting ADA to embark on another bullish leg after the Alonzo hard fork, but it might not be as straightforward as it seems. So they're pointing out a critical supply zone here. A supply zone is just an area where we're facing a lot of resistance, where the price touches but it doesn't really breach. Basically means there's a lot of ADA being supplied at that area, for which again, it's logical that the price is going to see some rejection, some tests, or going to fall back down. Now, over the past day, Cardano did experience a massive recovery of about 12-13%, which allowed the asset to momentarily reach $2.80. However, the spike can be explained in terms of supply zone dynamics. As illustrated in the chart above, the price zone between 292 and 280 was extremely vital for the asset before the eventual collapse. After dropping down at $2, the current recovery up to exactly 280 can be considered normal according to market structure, as buyers are able to exist at a possible break-even or lower loss position. Another interesting metric was provided by sentiment from a perspective of FOMO sentiment. So they're basically showing up a couple of FUD spikes where the price goes up. There's a FUD spike the 8th of September. There's a FUD or FOMO spike, price goes down about 9th of September. FOMO spike, price goes down somewhere throughout the midst of 10 and 11. Oh, I guess somewhere throughout 10th. And then another one happening somewhere today with, again, the price behind it. Then again, I don't really believe in this story too much, to be honest with you. They're saying right now there's a FOMO spike and thus the price must go down. But if you look at the chart here, there were FOMO spikes right there and the price went down for I don't know, how much is this going to be? Like 30 minutes or so? So they're talking about social dominance, yet the problem with that is you don't know if it's good or bad until it's played out. Like right now, for example, I think if you looked at the social dominance right now, you'd see a lot of people talk about ADA. And yet, we don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Some people say it's a flop. Some people say Cardano is really bad. Some people say the entire launch is just stupid. Let's cover it first, and then we'll look into it more, all right? Let me get done what I wanted to say for a lot of people that don't understand exactly what's going on. According to data, the rally back towards $2.80 was triggered by momentary FOMO from the market, and historically, such rallies have always led back to a position of lower lows in the charts. Right now, the asset was valued near $2.60, which can be inferred as bullish momentum currently fading off in the market. Trading volumes have also kept low during the last few hours. And so that's kind of the story behind the price and what they're thinking. My own thought process is, yes, supply zone is definitely a apparent thing. We can definitely see that. Now, if we actually look at the price action, if I can open up my Bybit, here we go. So they're talking about a supply zone that starts at about $2.80. So this is their most keen area. They're talking about it right here. From $2.80 to $2.90 something. This area right there. Let's say about 96. Well, yeah, we did indeed touch that area twice right now. Again, we retest the supply area before not coming back down. You can definitely say that even though Bitcoin is generally deciding the direction of the market, you can clearly see that ADA did touch upon that level now at about $2.80 before falling back down. So from that perspective, these guys are definitely right in the sense of saying that this was just an important area for ADA that it didn't breach, and so negativity in some reason. Snowman, are you good, my friend? Are you is some person hating on you, or what's going on, my friend? I see you're getting a little bit crazy in the comment section. Are you okay? Mentally, everything is all right? You completely good? You good, Snowman? By the way, guys, if you are enjoying these videos or you want to help the channel out, make sure you press that like button. There's been 2,000 people in total who've pressed this stream on. There's only been 76 likes, which is not a problem. But if you forgot to press it or you didn't think about how it can help the channel, make sure you press that little button, because once more, it makes the video or live stream perform a little bit better so we can share it with more people. And see, every time I say that, people are like, oh, yeah, why not? Because it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't cost you anything, and it does help the video a little bit. Oh, sometimes it glitches a little bit, by the way, these numbers. And by the way, for me, it's entirely laggy. And if I have it on the left here on my second monitor, I really can't see it update too much, which is why I try to read the chat, but it's very slow, guys. It's very laggy. There's quite a significant delay, just so you guys know about that. All right, let's move on with the story. There we go. As we covered that. So Charles tweeted out earlier today at 8:20 a.m. with 31,000 likes, which is actually really crazy for Cardano. Tomorrow's the big day. We're entering a new era. And this new era, in the shortest of words, is basically the phase in which smart contracts are available on Cardano right now. What did I drop? What was that? What was that, guys? What was that? I dropped something? What is that? You know, I have that a couple of times a day, sometimes, that I drop something and I just don't know what. It's not like it's actually... there's not much stuff here. So I'm not exactly sure how that can happen. What was it? Maybe it was money. Whatever, guys. Somebody will come grab it maybe eventually. So, this is a new phase for Cardano. Some people are saying haunted. Yeah. It's a dime. I don't have... I found it, guys. It's actually a... it's 10 euro cents. Indeed. There you go. Nice. Nice. Okay, so it's a new phase for Cardano. Cardano is peer-reviewed, which basically means they look at things that Ethereum, for example, has done. They look at things that other projects have done. They go over it, write a paper about it, see what others are saying, think back on it, see how to make the best version of something like that, and then they build it. Meaning they do, hey, 589 viewers. Meaning they don't become the first with almost anything. I don't think they'll ever be first in doing anything, but they'll do it properly. Now, one highly awaited feature on Cardano was just the smart contract functionality because, well, it's a critical part for DeFi. You can't have DeFi if you don't have any contracts available. Otherwise, who knows who's going to pay what, right? You can't have a proper decentralized protocol without smart contracts. Now, Cardano was messing around with NFTs for a little while, but still, you of course need to go a layer up. You need to go a little bit more heavy, and this is visually the launch of the start of it all. So my own personal thought process was, even though it's very nice that they're going to this phase and it's a very big achievement, should the price go up? And as I've said before, in anticipation, so about a week ago, I'm going to say yes, and that did happen. However, the day itself and a little bit around it, I'm always saying, guys, it's like some of these bigger decisions in the Forex market. If you're trading it, you better have some crazy iron bullocks. Not because you're going to lose all your money, no, but because it's very volatile around these areas. Right now, Bitcoin is going down, ADA is following along, and together with the fact that people right now are uncertain, what we could do is, for example, theoretically, right? We could say, okay, ADA is, for example, going to respect the short-term trend line. However, it's actually kind of already broken it just now. If you really look at it, it's already kind of broken the trend line that we said before. Okay, we can say ADA can actually then bounce with kind of a double bottom at this area. You might say that we are happening right now. So this is kind of a double bottom for ADA, which means, okay, it's a little bit more lower than that. I'm going to say it's a little bit more like this. You can say, okay, ADA is coming towards a double bottom. Definitely valid. Definitely valid. You can also say there's a little bit of an interesting demand zone here for ADA. I would definitely also think you are completely right in saying that, as this is one of the most important areas for the last couple of days, at least, for ADA. Point being, a lot can happen. We can just bounce back up from here if Bitcoin allows it, go back to the supply zone here at about $2.80. However, most things are looking negative unless something is accompanied with this launch, which will kind of give us a hype train or something. Why? Guys, understand, I am extremely bullish on Cardano. A very good part of my portfolio is Cardano, and I personally think that this coin will succeed very well. If you look at how many things are just coming up here for Cardano and how crazy it's about to be, yeah, you can definitely get a little bit excited. However, if we're talking about the short term, let's think about this together. what exactly should cause the price to go up? What exactly should cause it to do that? So one thing I can think about is maybe the DEX usage. So for example, if a decentralized exchange were to come on really quickly, which already a couple of ones have of course been there for a long while, don't get me wrong. But maybe if a newer decentralized exchange gets really popular, like for example, you have Uniswap on Ethereum or these 1-inch things and whatever, you have a lot of them. Or like for example, Pancake on the Binance Smart Chain. If one of them gets really popular, or ADA gets, for example, the ADA chain gets, for example, implemented in all the other ones, like maybe a 1-inch or whatnot. It's also another possibility. Because even on 1-inch, I believe you have Optimism, you have Polygon. I think all of them are integrated in that DEX aggregator. Well, point being, that could actually allow for a lot of people to go stake and could allow for a lot of extra activity on ADA. That could be really juicy. Then again, everything that I can mention, everything I could think about takes time. So anybody telling you right now on YouTube that right now it's going to be the craziest launch ever, blah, 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 they're right, because this is the biggest event for Cardano that's ever happened. It's the truth. However, talking about the price itself, it's more hype than actual changes. Because once more, even though the change underlying is big, it doesn't change that much for the developer activity straight away. It's a change that allows for more activity. It's a change that allows more things to happen and come. That does not mean that straight to the bat here, activity, boom, times 1,000. Price, boom, times 10. Because why would that be so? There should, theoretically speaking, be some discrepancy between right now the project launch, or I guess I shouldn't say the project, right? The smart contract feature launching, ADA going over into the new phase here, and then the activity coming up and the actual price increase. But that's again if we follow logic. Let's see. Charles Hoskinson's excitement is palpable at the moment, and rightfully so. The Alonzo hard fork is one of the most important upgrades for ADA network, and it will be bringing forward smart contract functionality. Yet the necessary positive effects will possibly take place over time, and it is highly unlikely that the price recovers previous highs levels based on the upgrade. Because once more guys, it's the same thing for most of these hard forks. A hard fork, people often expect, oh, this is going to make the price do good. Why? Well, because they think an upgrade is amazing. And that depends, right? You still have two different types of forks. You have actually a fork that splits, and you have a normal fork that basically is an upgrade. So, for example, Bitcoin can have a lot of forks. It can basically go into a newer version of itself. It can also, for example, hard fork away, you get a Bitcoin Cash that way, right? And of course, a upgrade, we've actually, for example, seen SegWit. Now, that was a little bit more of a controversial one for Bitcoin, but there's actually more of these updates, which we've talked about on the channel here. Those things can theoretically speaking be big events. Then again, every single time that people think that an event like that is going to increase the price, it happens up to a certain point until a couple of hours prior, and then people notice, I mean, things are going to change from here on forward, but right now, you guys understand me? Happens almost every single time. Tron used to be one of those biggest projects to always do it, to hype it up and then kind of be a letdown at the time itself, because once more, if he's making an announcement of an announcement, people get excited. But if the announcement itself is that something will happen eventually that might have some consequences somewhere in the future, then what is it going to be, right? Why would people actually get crazy about that? All right, let's see. Let's see what else it says. The average transfer value indicates the lack of activity at the moment as well. This, however, is false, personally, right? The average transfer value, which some people think is important, actually isn't. So here it says, again in blue, the ADA average transfer value. The reason this is actually not important whatsoever is because the average transfer value obviously is biased right now with the hard fork in mind. And to be honest with you, so much can change about the average transfer value. I shouldn't say the hard fork. Once the change pulls through, the upgrade. Yeah, I personally would say that this can actually give you the wrong message. As identified, the transfer value imploded during the correction, which may have seen whales move their profits, however, during the recent spike. Also, I'm not too sure how true that is. It's only basically the people who sold right now are people who know that selling at this point is basically buying the rumors, selling the news, right? They're selling the news. I don't think a lot of other whales are actually selling their ADA, because I, for example, I still hold all the ADA because, well, I bought it at 2 and 3 cents. I don't care if that price goes to $2.60, $2.70, $2.80. I made such a high return on my money. I don't give a crap if it's times 80 on my money or times 120 anymore. We're good, so to speak. So it's often funny when people say that whales want to cash out for profits. A lot of whales really don't care that much because we believe in the longer term value. And a shorter term thing are mostly traders, but usually not the bigger whales that do these bigger types of moves. It's usually the smaller fish or the insanely wealthy, right? Or the big trader companies. But yeah, a lot of whales are just holding their coins through, guys. If you look at the real numbers behind how many people are holding now for years, a lot of them are just holding through. The average transfer value continued to dip. This infers to a couple of situations that might have taken place. First, there might be a lack of sellers at the moment. This is a bullish sign. But secondly, it could also mean that outflows are reducing, which are both fine. Outflows reducing basically mean there's a lot of money on exchanges, so people can quickly sell it. Not that many sellers basically means not that much activity, which means, again, not that many people selling it. That one's obvious. For ADA right now, the market is touch and go in terms of momentum, but investors should not put all their chips in during the weekend, as the price is highly unlikely to react to the hard fork. Well, it's most likely to react, but in a negative light, like I've described like 10 times before. So that is article number uno. So on the, we have about 15 minutes to go, about 18 to be exact. And I see your donation, Mr. Dusty. I really despise the name. I don't know exactly why you chose it, to be honest with you. But all right, I'm going to change the title to 15 minutes. I don't know what else I should change the title to afterwards, but Dusty says, Dusty 2.0 says, Bitcoin falling wedge at retest right now with a measured move to 50.8 thousand. Leverage time, baby. We all get a discount on ADA today, and with this possible pump coming up, could be real good trading. So he's saying measured move to 50.8 thousand on the Bitcoin forefront. We unfortunately don't have a trading view open right now. And if you're wondering why I don't have trading view open, it's because right now the stream is a little bit laggy. If we open trading view up, it's going to get so much worse, which I still don't fully get because it's a freaking expensive MacBook Pro. Don't get it wrong, all right? But I guess a MacBook Pro and streaming, they don't belong in the same museum, you know? But he's talking about a level that's pretty far away for an hourly. Let's see the daily here. He's talking about a falling wedge retest. Man, it's going to be really interesting if you're actually right, though, Dusty. It's going to be very, very interesting. Let's see, where your most latest point is 50.8 thousand. Let's see, 50.8 thousand is right around this area here. Peculiar, very peculiar. I'm just going to take your word for it now. Let's see, guys. He's saying a pump is coming. Dusty, were you actually profitable? Because I remember you going short on Bitcoin yesterday. How did it work out? Because I remember that. I really remember from yesterday. And once more, for all of you wondering, I personally trade over on Bybit. Pretty shortly here, I'm going to get some crazy competition going on as well. I'm not going to talk about it too much so I don't get my channel banned again. Because last time I went crazy about it, my channel got deleted. Which was only like 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So we're not going to talk too much about the competition, which again is most likely going to be a huge amount of XRP, but let's keep that on the low. I wanted to say Bybit is where I trade on. However, I will never claim to be a TA or trading expert in that sense. My trading works for me, works like a charm, and I can definitely understand most things which are important. However, oh my days, look at that. Dusty says, I made a little bit. I wasn't very much. It was 100 times leverage, and it lasted about 10 hours. You lasted 10 hours with 100 times leverage? That is insane, my friend. And people are asking, where 15 minutes? What 15 minutes? Until the launch of the next phase for Cardano, where the smart contract feature will be allowed. And again, think about it, guys. Cardano is a huge project. Huge. Insane, actually, for that matter. $81 billion in market cap. And it's a platformer, just like Ethereum, just like the Binance Smart Chain for that matter, just like Solana, just like Polkadot. They're all a little bit different, but they all follow the same idea. Yet Cardano is one of the only ones, I'm going to say the only one, that doesn't have smart contract functionality. So from that perspective, it's really quite a feat that they got this high without freaking smart contract. That's what makes a platform. The idea that you can make decentralized contracts. So it's a really big feat, and I'm pretty impressed, to be honest with you, with the progress on its own. And by the way, guys, if you're watching this right now, let's quickly check it out. We have had about 5.5 thousand people say hi to the stream, which is immaculate. That is crazy. That's a huge amount for my streams already. And in our last stream that we did earlier this morning, we hit 500 likes within 33 minutes, I think. Guys, let's see if we can get to 500 likes in 30 minutes today. I don't think that's ever happened. Our last big record is about 34, 35 minutes that we hit earlier today, which is already the biggest I've ever done. But since there's about 1,000 people watching almost, I think we can get to 500 likes within 30 minutes today, which is the highest amount of likes I've ever gotten. And again, it's also because I'm pretty excited for ADA. Now, in terms of price, honestly speaking, it's as much as a surprise it is for you guys as it is for me. All right, a lot of people are saying that right now buying ADA is still a good discount, so we can anticipate the pump. I'm personally expecting downside, but I don't want to kind of put any dirt on it, you know? I don't want to say that and then be wrong because I'd rather... okay. Very, very difficult scenario for ADA right now. Very, very... Let's actually see what you guys are saying in the chat box. I'm going to put up a little poll for you all. Let's put it like this. So, okay. Will ADA be above... Let's see what the price is right now. You guys can bet. $2.50. Okay, will ADA be above... Oh, we are at 370 likes. That was crazy fast, guys. Let's get to 500 likes. Will ADA be above 300? Oh, no. $2.50 in 20 minutes? No. Let's see. How can I say that? Because if I put 20 minutes, people are going to be confused and they keep thinking 20 minutes. Okay, let's put... Oh, dumbass Dusty. Here we go. There we go. $8. I'm going to make it really obvious. 250 plus. Hopefully you guys can see this, by the way, because I'm not sure exactly. ADA will dump. ADA will pump. Say 255 plus. Let's do it like that. All right, perfect. Oh, we have to put a neutral. Price won't budge. Option. All right. Guys, we're almost at 500 likes, which is going to be a record-breaking number for me. I know sometimes you guys say, oh, you crying for likes, crying for this. No. Please understand it. You don't need to press the button. It only helps the video perform a little better. Doesn't give me any money, doesn't do anything crazy. But I think it's also fun for you guys to kind of see yourself in the chat box here and see the amount of likes, which is pretty cool, right? And these are scams, by the way. Whenever you see this type of stuff, always ignore. Always try to, how is it called? Like, guys, I got a heart attack almost. Oh, because when that little button shows up right there, last time that happened and my stream ended because we got banned. Oh, I can't even, guys. My heart just sank to the freaking floor. Oh, my days. Whew, that was scary. Because I know it happens as well when your stream is a little bit laggy, but usually the stream doesn't lag in that regard. I got so scared they were taking me down. In Dutch, opvlieger. Holy smokes. Let me take that away again. Let me do my shirt a little bit like that. Damn. How do you say opvlieger in English, actually? I don't even know. What's the English word for it? For hot flash. That sounds strange. Hey, I just got a hot flash. Yeah. That sounds really odd. I like opvlieger in Dutch. I don't like I got a hot flash. Yeah. Oh no, I just got a hot flash. No, that was it. That sounds interesting. Oh, but I got a big scare for a little second, man. What language do you speak? Dutch is my first language. Nederlands. You're not a 50-plus-year-old woman. Facts. Fair point. You don't know what I am, but all right. You guys didn't know I was Dutch? Or that I speak Dutch for that matter. You don't know exactly where I'm from, to be honest. No, we good. We're not hot again. It's okay. It was just a second. All right. Dutch is my first language. So I speak Nederlands, Dutch, better than I speak English. Yes, for sure. Do you stream the times you do talk to US folk? Or is this your natural sleep cycle? My natural sleep cycle is down the toilet. All right. So I just talk. It basically works like this. Whenever there's something juicy to talk about, I talk about it. Whatever time of day it is, it is what it is. All right. It is what it is. We just talk. All right, guys. We have about 40 seconds to go for a record-breaking amount of likes. So once more, if you haven't pressed the like button yet and you want to break the record on my channel, which is 500 likes in 30 minutes. We are 30 seconds away. So once more, we have never hit 500 likes in 30 minutes before. It's a record-breaking number. Just letting you guys know for if you didn't press that button just quite yet. Let's see. Ooh, Woo! Yeah, baby. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to send it to my family. Family going to be proud. Finally can go back home, huh? All right, there we go. I'm going to take a picture for that. That is crazy, guys. I can finally go back home. I'm accepted now. Woo! That's good. Very juicy. We got about 9 minutes left as well. First time hitting 500 likes in 30 minutes. I've never done that before on my channel, I think. That is crazy. You guys are really, really so sweet today, man. It's a good day. Tell us about ADA. Is it going to pump or not? I personally, my own expectation is not now. No, the chance is small that it's going to pump. Then again, if we follow Dusty, who's just donated twice, so you know, he's got some credibility in that sense. He's saying, yeah, because Bitcoin is looking good to make a move to the upside again. And so ADA is going to follow along with that. Well, let us see who's right. I hope you are, because I hope ADA is going to go up. Because again, I'm a hodler. And I'm not going short on the crypto right now. I'm just saying we have crossed. Oh, but we've actually, wait a minute. We've already come back up a little bit. Look at that. We made a nice little dip at, oh, exactly $2.50, guys. We just got a rejection at $2.50. And right now, building ourselves back up. Maybe a retest at $2.53 or just move on. Just plowing through everything, huh? Very peculiar. Maybe it's actually best to keep a 1 minute chart open. Even though I know you guys hate it. We can see the action around the fork, like, or around the upgrade right now. Maybe that's also kind of funny. I will make this really big for you guys. Yeah, because you guys like it big, huh? All right, so Dusty says, I just hope y'all get Lambos soon with the $5 coming in. Dusty, big supporter, man. I hope it for y'all, too. I mean, a lot of you guys most likely... Because see...